What's up, y'all? Was popping. About to react to this Pegasus vid. It's titled "The New MrBeast Allegations Are Disgusting." So I see that a guy who exposed him the first time, he released another video exposing MrBeast even further, and this is a summary of that apparently, because that video is an hour long. I ain't watching that. But we are witnessing one of the biggest downfalls in YouTube history. MrBeast is such a huge creator, so for him to go down is wild. But let's see what happened. That's so disgusting. Let's watch.
The new MrBeast allegations are absolutely disgusting. So the ex-employee who exposed MrBeast, Dogpack, has finally released his part 2 video titled "I Work for MrBeast, He's a Sociopath." And this video goes over some very serious allegations by a former contestant named Jake Weddle. Now, legal disclaimer, I cannot confirm any of this. This entire video is covering their allegations, and I'm simply reporting the news. So some of the things being alleged are Jake Weddle was borderline tortured in a MrBeast challenge called 100 Days in Solitary Confinement. Apparently, he was not even allowed to see sun.
Oh, shit! I remember this video! I remember skimming through it because I reacted to something that mentioned it, so I went to go look at it. I do remember this.
Sunlight and had bright,
I think he had him like in a store or something.
Studio lights on him and cameras 24/7 so that he couldn't sleep, which may potentially fall under sleep deprivation, which is a form of serious torture. Apparently, there was an incredible amount of pressure to stay and complete the challenge as well, even when he was falling apart, so to speak. Another allegation is that MrBeast had a convicted SA offender with a child victim on the MrBeast team and on camera in one of the videos as well, which is absolutely insane for a channel whose viewer base is full of kids. Dogpack is also working on a part 3 video that goes into further horrible accusations regarding potentially covering up SA situations.
Also, I know MrBeast's secret CEO has been practically like harassing my people on, hey, what's in part 2? What does he know? So I will just tell you, James, what will be in part 3, so you don't have to harass my people. It will be about serious allegations of misconduct in the company and your direct involvement in covering up those crimes. During the 100 Boys versus Girls video, I have people corroborating the same story that the camera guy who gave the girls a drone was making some girls feel uncomfortable. You trap these girls in a circle and make them sleep on rough turf and get them high on paint fumes, and then you try to fan.
Alright, so that's obviously going to be a nightmare for the Beast PR team, but let's just go over this situation, see what's going on, starting with Jake Weddle's experience filming the solitary confinement video.
I'm Jake Weddle. If you know me from MrBeast, I'm a deep cut. I'm in a few of the videos, sometimes maybe purposefully kept to the shadows a little bit. I'm in the cutting room floor a lot of the time. The pitch is 100 days in solitary confinement, but don't worry, like you only have to last like 30. We have like a video. They're pitching it like okay,
I don't think that's the video I saw. The video I saw, it was like somebody in a grocery store.
It's gonna be like a luxury vacation. You're gonna have like a hot tub and an ice cream machine, and like part of the video is gonna be you deciding like what items am I gonna get rid of today, and it's like the choice. They were like, it's only going to be bad for you to last like 5 days tops when you have like nothing left. You're the first, it's going to be like a breeze for most of it. And by the end of it, after 30 days, you're going to get $300,000 because it's $10,000 a day.
Okay, so apparently it was pitched as a sort of vacation, a really easy challenge where you can earn $300K, where you'll have a hot tub and an ice cream machine. But then he goes on to explain the alleged absolutely horrid conditions on the set, saying that it smelled really bad and he didn't even get to sleep and was suffering from insomnia even after the challenge.
And they just freshly painted the set. You can smell it, which that's probably not good, the smell of fresh paint in your surroundings for the next XYZ time. A hot tub that's not connected to a filtration system. Give it 3 days, it's gonna stink. And the ice cream machine, let's talk about that for a second. The ice cream machine has 2 modes, on, and off, reeking of smelly dairy mildew, so I got to choose which sense was assaulted at a time. I couldn't have all of them good. They weren't turning the lights off. I asked them, I said, can we have like nighttime hours? And they said no. because it would fuck up the time-lapse shots. The time-lapse of what? Me sleeping? Or me not sleeping? Okay, I got no access to sun. I got no access to clock. I don't know, like, the lights are on me all the time. I wasn't sleeping. I could not sleep. And I have insomnia problems now. But they might have started there. And I go up to my friend, my good friend.
Not in torture people for a video.
He goes, what? That's a war crime. We're not allowed to do that to terrorists. Oh, good. 24 hours breaking the Geneva Convention, I guess, is what we're doing. He said, Jimmy said, can you say
not
to the
keeping
camera,
the lights on specifically, but sleep deprivation.
Thankful you are that now you can pay back your student loans.
That is absolutely awful to hear. So he's claiming that they allegedly almost tortured him and then asked him to basically thank the cameras for it. Now, I don't know if it actually qualifies as like a war crime because that seems a bit much, but regardless, it is
sleep deprivation is a war crime. But them keeping the lights on, I mean, some people can sleep with the lights on. I can't, but I know there are some people who can. So you can't really claim that, but the rest of it is horrible.
Horrible thing to do to someone, especially from supposedly the kind-hearted God.
That's what makes this even worse. Like, because he has depicted himself to be this great person who just wants to help people. And of course his videos come across as a challenge to a certain degree because, you know, the people have to work for money, but it makes it seem like they're working in a fun way. Like, oh, it's just a fun challenge that they're doing.
That it's supposed
and
to
even the way they sold it to him, like, oh, you'll be good. It'll only get hard like maybe the last few days, but it's easy money for you.
MrBeast, right? And if this is true, it could be a serious problem for MrBeast and the whole team, because there's been a ton of allegations of people accusing MrBeast of using money to get people to do things that they wouldn't normally do in a sane mind. I mean, presenting it as a vacation and then turning it around into borderline torture is just not a good look. At the very least, if they ever do something similar in the future, it needs to be monitored by some safety authority or something, because the reckless disregard for the health and safety of contestants in these challenges is just ridiculous at this point. Even from the recent Beast Games allegations with people claiming to be injured, denied medication, and much more. I mean, you just can't subject people to this type of stuff and say that it's perfectly okay because they signed up for it. Well, I mean, it seems like they didn't know what they signed up for. And when you dangle life-changing money in front of them, it's going to affect their judgment drastically. Now, here's some text messages he shared as well.
Hope you're doing well, man. That video you uploaded is money. So good. I appreciate it. I'm doing better physically. Mentally, I'm still kind of in a place. I still can't sleep. I've slept 5 hours in the past 3 days, marathon included. I don't know what's wrong with me. Lots of thinking, too much, one might say. Hope they're taking care of you where they can. I mean, I was kind of shocked they didn't pay me for the full 25, 30 days. They paid me what I made up to that point. Like, even when we have to pull the plug for my mental health, the mechanism of the game is still at play. I'm just happy to be out. I still can't walk well, but it hurts less. Off-camera breaks, lights off at night, visitation, take the marathon out. Marathon is a video in itself. You can't expect someone to exert themselves like that for 45 seconds of content. The challenges really made it feel dehumanizing. Felt like a parody of MrBeast. I felt like the homeless guy they could exploit.
Okay, so MrBeast defenders are obviously going to be like, suck it up, you signed up for it, oh, you want to win 300K without it even being hard. Well, you know, that's one way to look at it.
There's a difference between being hard and being, like, torture and dehumanizing.
Also, is it really necessary to not turn the lights off at night? I mean, that part is cut out of the video, so why would that be needed? I mean, why make a guy who hasn't run a marathon until he allegedly has, like, blisters and stuff like that and his feet are hurting so bad? Is this kind of hurting him for entertainment?
He goes, you're gonna run a marathon. You're gonna do 22.6K, whatever it is. You're gonna do it on that treadmill over there. People who run marathons train forever, and it's still hard.
Do you try to say no?
Why, did you have a choice, or? There was so much pressure to just do it, just do the thing, you know? And if I refuse, it's just, oh, that's the whole video. I guess the budget's, so much money up in flames, because Jake said he wouldn't want to do the thing. I got the treadmill. The blisters I had on my feet were like, you wouldn't believe, just all over, just these big red. I couldn't walk. My muscles were like just the lactic acid. I got off the treadmill, and then the people that came in to like ice my feet, you know, make sure I was good. And that's when I was like, I'm done. I can't. I'm done. I'm out. I'm out. Oh, wow.
I don't know. In my opinion, there's just better ways to do it. I don't even mind if you just tell everybody, hey guys, I'm being open and honest. I'm faking the videos. I'm making it a TV show. I'm going to be turning off the lights at night and giving him a break, right? But instead, he has this weird obsession with insisting that everything is 100% real and authentic.
And what makes me side-eye him is because he's willing to fake shit when it benefits him. When he's involved, like based on the other videos that we've seen, when, you know, it comes to the hard work that he has to do, he's cool with cuts and being like the clip that they show where he was on the ship or whatever, and the guy proved that was fake. He wasn't on the ship all night or something like that. Like, he's cool with, you know, him not having to do challenging shit. But when it comes to other people, it's like, no, you got to actually go through and be tortured. We need it for the shot, for the camera. It's like, what?
And that ends up hurting people, it seems like. Now, in the future, if you do actually fake it, then, you know, let people know so they don't call you a liar as well, right? And so that contestants are not misled about the challenges. Now, Dogpack also shares an internal document in MrBeast where he basically shows the company spirit. And one of these sort of instructions there is that no does not mean no, which is an insane phrase to use, but it's not actually talking about consent. It's more like, if I tell you to do something, keep trying to do it, even if people say no.
He could have said no. He could have left at any time. I want to show this segment from an internal document at MrBeast called How to Succeed in MrBeast Production. Specifically on page 19, there's a paragraph called No does not mean no. Already insane, because it's sort of, it seems to be co-opting the popular anti-rape slogan, which is a terrible look given the allegations that are going to be coming out very soon. It reads,
when dealing with people outside MrBeast Productions, never take a no at face value. If you need a store to buy everything inside of, and you call the local Dollar Tree, and the person that answers says, no, you can't film here, that doesn't mean shit. Talk to other employees and see if there are fans, or if any have kids that are fans. Try talking to their boss's boss. Have me DM them on Twitter. Try their social team. If after all avenues are exhausted, you're still left with a no, that doesn't mean don't try the other Dollar Trees, because the manager of those could be huge fans and willing to bend the rules. Basically, what I'm trying to convey is what we call pushing through no. Don't just stop because one person told you no. Stop when all conceivable options are exhausted. This is one of the tools that, when combined, dramatically improve your probability of success when producing here. Alright, so it's basically saying keep trying to make the thing happen and don't take no for an answer, which is okay, except the phrase is a very weird choice and probably made a lot of women uncomfortable, but alright. Now, Dogpack also claims that this sort of mentality might lead to some shady business behind the scenes. For example, if an employee is pressured to make something happen, or, you know, they might lose their career for it, then they might be incentivized to tell half-truths or lie about small details to get certain things to happen that would normally not happen. Anyways, now we get to, in my opinion, one of the most concerning parts of the entire video, where Jake says that the MrBeast team has been working with a convicted SA offender.
Yeah, that is wild. And the fact that he's being, like, associated with more than one, like, weirdo is very telling.
Offender, registered.
Chris, now this person?
Offender, convicted offender, on the registry and everything. Who worked there? From what I hear, I can't confirm or deny. From what I hear, he's on the registry for doing some not great stuff to some underage people. And they knew that.
2 pedos.
He's working at a channel that has underage people on around and is targeted to underage people. And they covered up the fact that not only did he work there, but he was like the manager when it all started.
Wow, that is absolutely horrific if that is true. Getting those vibes of, I don't know, Dan Schneider, Nickelodeon, all of that weird stuff. I mean, how did this possibly ever happen? Nobody who has done that type of stuff to a child should ever be allowed anywhere near kids, or to even work on a channel that has so many kid viewers. It is just completely unacceptable. Again, I'm praying MrBeast did not know about this, but still, it is bad because it is his responsibility to monitor who is being employed under him.
That's not an excuse. Ignorance is not an excuse when, you know, he's bringing all these people together. Like, you need to make sure everyone is safe. That's your responsibility.
Company. Now, it gets really bad.
Say a murderer comes on set and he, like, shoot everybody. You can't be like, oh, I didn't know. Like, you didn't do no type of background check and try to figure out what type of person this was?
When we allegedly have video footage of the guy in a MrBeast video.
He'll be in videos. He'll be in thumbnails. He'll be around. And whatever he is, he's wearing a mask. Why would you wear a mask? Why would you conceal your face? It's like what are you concealing? That you are a registered offender? And that your face can be looked up on a thing? How much more can you literally cover up as a offender? So why do you call him Delaware? I didn't know. Apparently they called him Delaware because he's not allowed to go back to Delaware.
I mean, what is going on? Why is a guy like that just randomly in your videos with a mask on? I mean, allegedly.
No, it's like they're playing. Like they're like, oh, ha ha ha, they're making a joke out of it. You can't go back to Delaware because of what you did there. So let's nickname you Delaware. Ha, this is funny. Nah.
They call this guy Delaware because he's banned from Delaware for his disgusting crimes. I mean, that's insane. Why are people joking about that? I mean, I'm hoping there's some other story to that nickname because that sounds really bad. And it actually gets a million times worse because a very concerning clip of MrBeast allegedly referring to this man by his disturbing nickname Delaware is in a video. Credit to Upper Echelon for his video here.
During the I spent 24 hours straight in insane asylum video, in which MrBeast did not spend 24 hours in any such thing himself, Zorro is a main contestant. However, at 9 minutes and 12 seconds, MrBeast himself states, "Don't touch Delaware's cracker," during one of the joking meals that they were given.
He's after my hot guy.
That simple, innocuous slip presents a very big problem.
Nah, fuck
if
outta
Jake
here,
Weddle's
Mr.
testimony is accurate, which I believe it is, having compared the height of Delaware, or Zorro, to that of Chandler, as well as eye color, hair color, weight, facial features, etc., it all checks out. If Jake Weddle's testimony is accurate, it means that not only was there a convicted offender working at MrBeast, convicted of explicit acts with a victim under the age of 11, by the way, but his nickname was the state in which those crimes occurred, which MrBeast himself openly used.
I mean, if this is all true, this is some really sick stuff. Why are they joking about that name if that is the story behind it? Why is that man allowed on set when he has a criminal record for one of the most heinous crimes? I mean, in my opinion, if you're going after minors, that is just absolute bottom of the barrel, absolutely horrid stuff. And this has got to be by far the worst allegation yet. I can't believe it's gotten worse than the illegal lotteries and everything else. Allegedly, they're trying to expunge his record too to cover it up.
Also, apparently before this phone conversation got recorded, the person on the other end of the line said that the MrBeast team was actually trying to expunge Delaware's record off the registry. Everyone at your company knows, but somehow you don't know. I think that needs more of an explanation than just saying, I didn't know. Well, how didn't you know? How did this person get into the company and a company that makes content for children and is around children? So yeah, Jimmy, I think we need an explanation from you.
Honestly, it is your responsibility as the leader to make sure nothing like this is happening at your company.
Hello.
I mean, I get it's big, I get there's a lot going on, but this is ridiculous. First we had Ava Chris Tyson, then we had a host of other allegations with illegal lotteries, beast games, all of that, and now something like this. It is so concerning for the biggest channel in the world to have potentially an offender on their team. I mean, I wish it ended there, but something more has happened that is slowly making the Beast team look even more guilty. So, besides the cease and desist that they sent Dogpack here, apparently the Beast team is going back several years in the past and quietly editing out portions of videos, deleting over 20,000 comments, purging entire sections of their videos and comment sections in an attempt to hide anything that could be considered shady, could be considered illegal, considered controversial. Once again, shout out to Upper Echelon for his video here.
What he did do is launch another video. This one, the newest one, is about surviving 100 days in a nuclear bunker. This right here is the 36-hour period of time where the comment section of that latest video was scraped repeatedly and archived. Green is the total number of comments posted. Red is the total number of comments allowed to remain on the video actively. Over that one single 36-hour period from August 4th to midway through August 5th, over 26,000 comments were deleted at a consistent rate, as well as in 2 very large major batches. Here's a complete list of the comments, by the way, where you can see things like this, showcasing that all at once, for various keywords and phrases, dozens or even hundreds of comments will disappear in close proximity to each other. For example, comments simply containing the word script were were suddenly mass deleted. Comments containing the word fake were mass deleted as well. This right here is a video from 6 years ago where MrBeast decided to tip delivery guys $10,000. But if you scroll down, there's a jump in the most recent comments from 10 days ago to 1 month ago. All comments from the entire month of July were purged from this video. Damn, the Shadman poster is actually there, end quote. MrBeast went back to a video from 6 years ago. He deleted an entire month of comments, as well as stealth-edited a portion of the video out to hide things. Here's a complete list of the edits made to the MrBeast videos over the past couple of months for anyone curious to go look for themselves. This is all the stuff they're trying to hide on a plate for you. That channel, once again, shout out to Hoboon, who is an absolute fiend when it comes to archiving data. As of August 1st, that channel pulled down 4 unlisted videos. These 4, we have them right here. One of them is a fragment of the live stream where the alleged illegal lotteries took place. This one starts right from the beginning with a stone-cold statement by Jimmy that he will be signing the t-shirts, but he'll try to convince his team to sign them as well. They removed a roughly 30-second section where Jimmy says to the camera, probably shouldn't break the law because being in jail sucks. And then a part where he asks Chris Tyson, if you were to ever go to jail, what would it be for? Which is an odd thing to go back and edit 6 years later.
Okay, so that is a lot of things to delete seemingly out of nowhere. Clearly there's some sort of panic going on in the MrBeast headquarters. I mean, Chucky, the MrBeast employee, recently sent a screenshot to Dromalert that his nuclear bunker video had a 99% like ratio, basically saying there was no negative comments or dislikes at all. And here you are, deleting 20,000 comments. That's more comments than my latest several videos combined, so that's a lot of people. And you're censoring potentially hundreds of thousands of people from their voice being heard. So obviously that's not adding up, and the reasonable conclusion is that there were more dislikes than initially reported. And now you're trying to hide certain videos. I don't even know what other shit is there now, because you're deleting everything. It is absolutely insane, and as Upper Echelon points out, it could be a cover-up. I am just dumbfounded listening to all these allegations.
Sheesh. Wow, this is a lot. This is really overwhelming, and the fact that he's associated with yet another pedo just speaks volumes. I don't think that's a coincidence. Something ain't right. And the fact that his team is going back and deleting evidence just tells me everything I need to know. That there is a lot of shady things taking place. I'm just overwhelmed with this all. Wow. We'll see what happens, y'all. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know what other videos you want to watch, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.